thank fuck it's fixed itself as well. Um, my recording Windows built in. Oh, I'm using Nyon Movie Maker level to record, but it has a little thing in the corner, and it's got a little stop sign and a little microphone thing, so you can mute yourself or stop the recording if you need to. And no, I don't want to kill the fucking moth. I like the moth. Yeah, it's not in that one. Yeah, sometimes it, like the stop recording button is like, it's got a funky outline, which it was doing in the last one. It was kind of annoying me, but I can't really do anything about it without just clicking the button. But it's fixed itself now, and I like that. I like when things don't look broken. It's not that it kind of like, I don't know if this makes sense, but it's like worrying that it might be broken. I like how this guy just comes and he just looks so confused. He's just in awe that you knew that he was there, despite being incredibly obvious considering most people approach from this angle, and he's very obviously on the top there. I'm not dealing with Creighton. He can go fuck himself. I am perfectly alright with letting him die in this little hole. Your engraved gauntlets are cool. However, I do not care. I'm really glad that I just took a life gem. I took a life gem like fucking paracetamol. I hate this area because it's like parts of this game where you have to deal with oh, that's not what I meant to do. Where it's like designed to be gravity moment. I don't like those. I don't like when it's on narrow walkways, especially in the Bastille. No, it's not the Bastille, it's the other one. But in that place, you know what I mean? I don't like that. A lot of the walkways, they look like they're not even walkways. Like the very first one that you have to walk along, half the time like your character is just off the edge. You know, they're not even on the walkway properly, and it's like, oh, this feels like I'm sort of Skyrim horsing the game. Also, fun fact, I think this is a fact at least, but being offline makes her invade later. Normally she invades way earlier than that if you're online. And I think that's a thing that's just like online, offline differences, I think. I could be wrong, but I will continue to spread misinformation because I find it funny. I want to do a big spin. Oh yeah, they do spawn over there, don't they? Man, that would be so much better with like if I could be bothered to use Alluring Skulls, but I don't think that we should need any more healing. I don't want to waste life gems. Like this guy, you know, the bone wheels are a problem, but they're not. You know, it's not. Are the spawn locations randomized? Is that what I'm learning here? Yeah, as I say, they're probably going to get a hit or two on us, but they're not going to kill us. Especially if you... That guy did just, like, sort of stumble on me, didn't he, right? And then another, like, oh wow, this is such an abrupt, isn't it? This is Doors of Pharos, isn't it? Or maybe it's not. What comes after here? Is this Harvest Valley? I think it is, isn't it? Actually, no, that makes sense. I always thought that the Doors of Pharos, that sort of transition... Oh, I didn't do it. Yeah, I always thought the Doors of Pharos transition was really rough. Like, that's the one that stood out the most. And I still think that this one, you know, it's a bit rough, but once again, I think that people just sort of put too much, it's like that CinemaSins brain rot of... Like, you know what I mean, where it's like, oh, a minor issue that isn't really a plot hole or anything like that, but they want to make content, so they're just going to call it a plot hole. That sort of thing. That's like the same level that I see it as, which is that like incredibly offensive to people that dislike this game? Maybe. There are a lot of valid criticisms about this game, and I just do not think that the I should have really checked what we were at before. But yeah, I just don't think the way that the world interconnected is the worst thing on earth. I think that that's actually fairly alright. You know, I will defend this game. It's just one of those things. I am definitely one of those, like, contrarians. You know what I mean? It doesn't actually tell us what these do, does it? No, it just says number. Sorry, I came in here to see. I think that was another 100 damage or so. But yeah, it's one of those things where if I see someone just like complaining about something completely innate, or just like an actual bad faith argument, not like internet form of bad faith where it's like just the words bad faith are just a shield for being a shit person. I always forget it's that one down there, isn't it? I'm gonna grab it real quick. You're a large Titanite shard. No, you're just a regular Titanite shard. And we also have I don't want to say improvement, because it's not. It's a non-downgrade, because there isn't one of those fucking annoying the sorceress women that are horribly broken. I like that there isn't one of them there. That's all. Yes, I did forget, indeed, to burn the bone shard. And once again, we're really not coming across any issues. I got a I say when I... Oh no, not when I started this recording, but when I went for a piss in the last one. And I'm like, oh, I also realized that I got another bottle here. I was like prepared to use it. I'm also realizing that I've done it the wrong way around. And that I've come here too late. I should have come here earlier. And these guys, if you don't know, drop Titanite shards. I'll do it. It sucks, and I don't like doing this, but realistically, it's not does it offer me a benefit now, it's am I gonna remember it later? And the answer to that is no. I'm not gonna remember to come back here, and so I might as well take the chance. You know, I'll go in with one less Estus, and I'll waste the 300 souls on a life gem. I will take a shot every time this guy hits me, because I haven't died in about half an hour. I will say it does have to be actual damage. Right, so there's one. Like, we've got such a powerful weapon. Come on, it should just be one. I'm gonna heal just in case he kills me. I always hate this attack because it's kind of unclear when his tail becomes a hitbox sometimes. Jesus, it would also help if I could hit him and not get hit myself. I'm not going to greed. I could. Jeez. That's why I'm not gonna greed. If I would have greeded there, I was like, oh, I'm fairly sure I could kill him in if I just greed another hit. But I couldn't have killed him, and my cock is wet. Is probably the worst way. It's not. It's going to be in about 30 seconds, though. Right, okay. I'm just gonna have... Sorry, I'm just gonna change the camera for anyone who's skipping forward slightly. I'm just gonna, before taking a shot, I'm not out of... Oh, that looks terrible on me, doesn't it? Out of breath from getting upstairs. I'm not. I promise. Yeah, my throat was starting to hurt a bit. And I thought, well, might as well have a bit of apple juice. And then have a drink. Otherwise, it's kind of cheating, isn't it? Anyway, bombs up. I love the Caribbean, and I love rum. The leftover taste in my mouth from the apple juice, that helped it. Well, apple juice. I put Angostura bitters. It it did surgery on a grape. I put Angostura bitters in the apple juice because Dark Souls 2 moment. Because I like the taste of it. And I think it makes citrus. I think it makes sour, like acidic drinks, taste nice, regardless of alcohol content. And so, I put some. I put some in. I always hate this guy because I hate rolling on this fucking bridge. Hello. You cheeky bastard. I know I just did the same thing, but come on. Like, where the fuck did you get an Estus flask from? Where's your firekeeper, you cheeky prick? No. Please don't. Get it. Thank you. My favourite section of this game for some reason. I don't know why they did this. I don't know why they put that fog wall there either. It's like, normally I will defend the questionable placements of fog walls in this game. Just because they're used for different things in this game compared to the other two. But that one is like, realistically, if you're getting up that ladder, you've got enough time to kill this one guy and go through a fog gate anyway. You're not gonna have those sort of come up behind you or anything. And I will say, we are coming up on another potential death. I'm sure. Most people, it's not here, but I always forget that Gilligan's around here, isn't he? Yeah, I'm not gonna go there because I don't really care about Gilligan. Yeah, this ladder is the one that I'm thinking of. There's a pressure plate there in front of the item, is why you go around the other side. I despise this room. And I think that most people do too. Shall I do something risky? Okay. No, let me cook. Let me cook. Fuck you. I like when the particle effect happened for the Estus flask, but we don't actually drink any of it. Normally those two women there are, I will say 100%, I die more to those two women than to, I shouldn't really be doing this. Come on. Thank you. I could do the fisting cheese. Fisting cheese. Me when I haven't washed for a week. Although that's not really... I don't know, I've seen some things, man. I reckon you could fist a urethra if you really fucking tried. There's somewhere someone has... It's pretty fucking honey Cupid, let's be honest. Somewhere someone's done that. Do not drop anything. No. Cringe. So the question is... Do I want an upgraded ring, or do I want the Chloranthy ring +2, obviously. Jesus, fuck you. Man, normally those guys are like so easy to get by. Don't get me wrong, they can be an issue, because another one's there. That another one spawns right in front of the fog gate in New Game Plus. Whereas, like, normally New Game, like regular New Game, is just, they don't cause any issues at all. Imagine if I power stance this thing. We'd just be doing so much better. Like, she'd probably be dead by now. I mean, it's Mytha. The thing is, I could... Like, if I wanted to... There is an aesthetic in the start of Iron Keep. The issue is it's across the fire things. It's like, I'll point it out when we get there. In like 2 seconds, let's be honest. Actually, no, it's not going to be 2 seconds because we got to wait for the elevator. Haha. I always find it dumb. I'll say another cinnamon sins. Me when the Sanrio is sus. Another CinemaSins tier criticism of this game is that if poison heal Mytha, then why poison dagger still poison? Why no immune to poison? And it's like, is it King Cobras? JFS? I forget what they are. There's one sort of cobra that, like, it injects snakes with poison that, you know, that kills them. Right, the snake is venomous, but is still vulnerable to being envenomated. You see those things, sort of at the tip of my weapon here. That item over there is an aesthetic. However, we do not have the ability to go and grab it. And we could... What we might do is... Because we're not going to have enough. No, we're not. Don't you sell some stuff? No, you just regular Titanite shards. Yeah, shut the fuck up, you cunt. Yeah, you don't either. Yeah, I'll waste your fucking time as much as you want to. You're a fucking NPC in a game. Grow up. could go and get the Chloranthy ring. The issue is, I want to be better. Yeah, I want like a +6. I don't mean to do that yet. Celeste, can you just do this for me, please? Thank you, woman. And I almost burnt the ascetic. I can't remember if there's... I would look it up. I can't remember if... like, there's an iron chest after Old Iron King that has something in, and I cannot remember if it's an ascetic or a bone dust. I think it's an ascetic. Please, thank you. Man, notice the lack of red phantoms. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy how Scholar is objectively just a worse version of this game? I was gonna say, don't tempt me. They will tempt me. At some point, it is only NG, so they're probably not gonna tempt me too much. If you don't know, using an ascetic also boosts drop rate. Come in here, that little step in that room aggroes them, and then I want to fight them here, on my own grounds, before this guy comes and does anything. He takes ages to do anything because he's got to put a bow away. They're getting close to tempting me. You're just not dropping the right thing. Oh, last time I just went through and parried all these guys, but I don't think I can do that here. I like that parrying isn't sort of tied to certain weapons. You know, I like that you can parry without like, oh, you have to use a parrying dagger and you have to use a cestus or a shield. I like that you can just do it with a sword because that's how parrying in the real world works. Cringe. I'm fairly sure that this is useless, isn't it? Yeah. Twinkling Titanite is normally good, but only if you get the... Jesus fuck, hello. Yeah, that Twinkling Titanite would normally go on the Engraved Gauntlets. Obviously we're not using them this time around. Hello, please shoot me. Thank you. I will do Smelter Skip. I can never remember exactly how you do it. I probably shouldn't do Smelter Skip because I do want a Dull Ember. Sorry, base game Dull Ember is right there above my weapon. Fuck off. Gauntlets again. Sorry, armor again. The Black Steel Katana is one of the best in the game. Where's the fella? Yeah, I do want to go and grab that. That is important, but at the same time, I know myself, and I am confident that I can get to the next bonfire. I'm not going to say that I'm like, oh, 100% I'm going to go and kill Iron King right now, no deaths. I'm going to do that anyway, but I'm not going to... How do you say it? Like, I'm going to grab the bonfire first. I'm not gonna be cocky. I know that I can do Iron King without dying, assuming you don't get Dark Souls 2 momented. Almost there, almost. Kill that guy because he often causes trouble here. This guy is just gonna suicide. Don't even have to do anything special. The question is, oh, I think they are as well. I'm gonna open this up so I've got somewhere to run back into. Not that I really want to, I just want the knowledge that I have a place with walls. Oh, they drop large Titanites as well. It just saves us money. Before I do that, we want to come in here. I always forget where those witching urns come from, but this is the only time in the entire game that I will always use consumables. Throwables, whatever you want to call them. Normally you don't do that. I think it might be because normally I throw firebombs, which might have different damage scaling. Or it might be because I chose warrior instead of swordsman. Maybe there's an intelligence difference. These guys you always want to roll, no matter what, because they're always going to sort of stun you. Essentially, you always want to iframe these guys. And then... You see what I mean? Like when I said, oh, I'm good at this game to sort of do it mostly deathless. Most of the deaths that we had were in hides, which makes sense. We go. Just run by that real quick. Kind of dangerous. Those things deal an insane amount of damage for what they are. But yeah, like I'm sober enough to just be like, hey, I'm a Dark Souls tip moment. You know, and just not really have to worry because I'm good at this game. I'm good at this game because I understand that adaptability is just difficulty level. And like putting it up to 25 is just like how to win. I don't need to. I just want to check. I feel like I'm missing something. Yeah, I know what I'm missing. The fella. Gloranthy ring, which we'll go and get once we get the large ember. Which I admit, we probably should have done before the smelter skip. Simply just because it means we're going to have to clear everything out, and you know, I do want this to end. I don't want to do this run forever. Yeah, I'm no speedrunner. Definitely not. But at the same time, I would say it normally takes like between 5 and 7 hours for me to finish this game. We're going to be cocky and come in here with 36,000 because there's no way that this guy kills me not once, but twice, and the second time being before I can get my original souls back. There's no way that that's going to happen. Admittedly, this attack might do it. Whoop. I'm going to take that chance to heal because his hand's too far away anyway, but it won't really matter. The spot next to the fog gate is it is a safe spot. However, sometimes if, let's say, he is glitched and has not actually spawned in properly, his torso should be basically touching this thing. You know, he should have. Oh, thankfully he's going to do it now. You really gonna not even summon the big fireball tornado people? That's the only one to That was dangerous. I will fully admit that. But, oh, you bastard. Yep. That's the issue with Iron King, is sometimes it doesn't matter what your health is because it's a one-shot. So goodbye to my throat health. Christ, I feel like Iron King fucking breathing fire. Man, I hate this stuff. But yeah, what's that? Death number 5. Fair enough. I mean, we're pretty close to getting a plus 10 realistically. Like as soon as we get we'll run through Shaded, we'll kill Najka, and then let's be honest, Congregation, I will do another. No, I won't actually, because they're going to hit me way more. Straight away, give me my souls back. That's all I care about. I will gladly drink more. You know what I mean? I would rather drink more than lose those souls. Mainly because I would consider losing those souls a recipe to drinking more. Normally when you're back here, he does the lightning hand. Lightning hand? The magic beam hand. He does his laser beam. Please come back here. He can't go down that end, and if he does, it means that there isn't really any safe spot. This has a pretty short range, you can easily outrange it like that. This is your prime damage opportunity. Just make sure to pay attention to the sweet spot. I'm kind of glad that I found that second bottle of Bacardi, to be honest, because there's only 2 other alcoholic things. Well, there's 3 alcoholic things in my room. There's a bottle of gin, which You know, I mean, I don't really want to, I don't want to say waste, but I don't want to use, sort of, you know, I want to enjoy it. Admittedly, it is cheap Tesco, sorry, not Tesco, Co-op own brand gin. It's like 19 quid a litre. But the only other thing that I have is a bottle of Kirsch. Kirschwasser. Kirschwasser? Kirschwasser. Kirschwasser. There is a W in there. Please don't kill me. I'm just going to take the heal. I will take the damage if I have to. Oh, for fuck's sake. I thought I... Yeah, Kirschwasser is apparently used... I've never seen this attack before. I don't know... Oh. Hitbox moment. It's apparently drank as an aperitif, which... you know, I'm not gonna say like, oh, Germans are lying, they don't actually do that, but if they do that, then Jesus fuck, Germans have problems. Admittedly, it isn't just German, it's also French. Obviously they share a border and a lot in common. I do find it kind of funny that it's called like Kirschwasser, Wasser meaning water in German, and it's also called like eau de vie in French, which is like water of life. Which, if this is what you guys consider water, then I mean, if I lived in France, you know, I would be an alcoholic as well. I think it's the only way I could fucking survive that shithole. And I live in England. But yeah, like I'm saying, wow, this Bacardi tastes like shit. That would be like tenfold if I was drinking Kirsch. Apparently people do just drink it, but I bought it for Black Forest Gatto and absolutely nothing else, because I refuse to believe that you can use it for anything else. I would quite like some ascetics, however. I don't really like the DLC in this game. I don't like the main thing that puts me off the one in Dark Souls 3 is the Demon Princes. I just think that is a thoroughly unenjoyable fight. And I also think that Gale can be one of those where it's like, you have fun waiting for your turn. So
visit me again.
I'm not even sure if we need the Old Ember. I also did not check the before and after on those upgrades. You can slow it down in the video if you want. I only realised after I'd already done it. Normally I want 30 of each by the end of the game. So we go to Undead Purgatory. Oh man, that's a lot of souls. We should really spend those. Yeah, we're gonna have to go back to Majula anyway, because I've just remembered that we literally just picked up a Sublime Bone Dust. I should also sort of check my phone once in a while. The main reason why I'm waiting for a reply from plant people, which is really fucking annoying. Don't tell them I said that. Yeah. So if you kill the blood fella, Naralma robes are there for you to use if you want. They are just an upgraded version of the Seldora set. Yeah, I'm waiting for these fucking plant people. It's like, my brother in Christ, I get that you're a small business, but like, you know, being a small plant business, like you're a small garden center, you're a small greenhouse, whatever you want to call it. You're not, you know, you're not that busy. I get that maybe it's not your full-time job, but like, come on, my guy, just fucking one email. I just asked for a size of a plant. Like, come on. He's like, oh yeah, no, I'll get you a photo later, and it's like, yeah, you said that an entire day ago. Like, come on, I want to buy stuff from you. I want to give you my money. I just don't want to do that if it's like, oh yeah, but he's never going to reply. This might be another death here. I always, in Souls games, hate jumping. I also don't know why this guy doesn't respawn. I get that it's an Estus shard, and that's probably why, but also, like, come on. It should respawn. Just check my phone real quick. Man, every time I check my page notifications, it's like embarrassingly retarded. But like, wow, really, it looks like something that I have literally described in. Oh yeah, I hate this guy as well. There we go. You always have to like awkwardly delay it because his tracking is just insane. There we go. Okay, and now we make a break for it. I forget you are here, aren't you? Yeah, was gonna say I don't think I have enough to kill him in 2 shots anymore. Ooh, shit. That's what I mean when I say sometimes this fight is fucking annoying, because sometimes the skeletons can also evade the anti-skeleton measures. And it is incredibly annoying when you get stuck in there when they should have also been hit by that. I think it's a cool fight. I am just not a massive fan of the execution. Which, you know, I prefer the chariot to the execution part. The main reason why I wanted to wait until I got a +6 is I wanted to be able to 2-shot the fellas, and fun fact, you can just iframe through it. You don't actually have to hide. But it's not something that you should... Jesus, that was fucking close. Yeah, it's not something that you should rely on at all. This is going to be close. That's That's more than close. That's a fail. Please leave me alone. I'm gonna do it. It's risky. It's risky. It's risky. I know. I don't need Estus for this fight. This is an easy fight that I can do. I don't know if the skeleton summoner died, the necromancer. I think he might have. Yeah, okay. Good. Oh man, nothing gets my heart pumping like this fight. This is probably one of the most tense in the entire game. At least for me personally. There is no reason to pick those up beforehand. I always hate that one because you always have to dodge to the left, and sometimes if you're up against a wall, it's just impossible. And also that one. This could be one shot. This could be one shot. However, that also feels like it comes out so quick as well. I'm not saying these as complaints, just observations, you know what I mean? Like, the timings on this one actually feel really strange. Which... It's not like the Dancer, because I like the Dancer. But also, the main reason why the Dancer is difficult is because those timings are just not quite what you'd expect. And the main reason for that is the music. A lot of the music in Dark Souls 3 matches, not perfectly, but it sort of syncs up with the BPM, if that makes sense. The rate of the music matches up with the rate of the attacks. The Dancer just doesn't. I'm still not quite at the comfortable 3 attacks and roll that I want to have, but we did it. Oh, I almost said hitless then. And Chloranthy ring +2. I'm just gonna sort of look at that difference, man. Just look at how quick that comes back in comparison. So let's go dump. I think we're close to being able to 3 attacks and roll. Is normally what I want to aim for. That's sort of like the 2 attacks, roll, and have comfort room is good. But like 3 attacks and roll is perfect for like greed moment, you know what I mean? So 1, 2, 3, and we still can't. We are probably not far off though. I don't even know if I can be bothered to go and do Smelter anymore. I don't trust myself. I can never remember how much health you need for this. I will say that this happens every time that I come over to kill Gilligan. I remember that, oh yeah, there is this here. And we pick up the Lockstone, which I never use. I don't think I ever use Lockstones in this game. Yeah, I remember that's not the chest. The chest is down here. And every single time I come down here, I always think, fuck yes, an ascetic. And then I remember that it's only the Lord Vessel. This isn't the ascetic or anything. This is Soul Vessel. although it's not always. This is the Estus Flask Shard. And I always think, man, fuck yes, an aesthetic, and then get disappointed when it's only a little fella. Just a shard, because as I say it, realistically the Estus Flask is not the most important in this game. And this one we're probably gonna get chased by the pigs. Or not, okay, fair enough. Dubious, but so stripping down makes you less vulnerable to fall damage. I was gonna say if I die from this it doesn't count, but I'll take it anyway, yeah. If we were fully clothed, we probably wouldn't have lived that. Now the question is, bollocks. Oh, I hate this part of the game. Man. Bruh. You know what I mean? You feel me? Feel me? I will say, I will take a drink once we get to the fucking Grave of Saints. However, if I die from this because of not using an effigy, which we almost did, let's be honest. But yeah, I was gonna say if I die from not using an effigy, then I'm not drinking. It's my challenge, and I make the rules. I always hate doing that. Grave of Saints. I don't know why. I think the reason why I didn't want to use an effigy is because I didn't know if we were gonna live. Oh, come on, give me what I want. Here we go again. Fun alcohol time. Ah. Oh, you fuck. Laughing at. Fucking cheeky prick. Ooh. Is my verdict. I'm not fucking with that. You guys can have your fun. I'm not doing any. Man, almost said the word. Fuck off, Roy, you virgin. I don't think we can even sit here. I think that we have to, yeah, we do, don't we? Okay, I'll just go and fight the boss then. Yeah, that's what I thought, Roy. Man, that show fucking scared me as a kid. I think it was just called Roy. Or at least that was, like, the main character. It was like a sketchy cartoon, like, you know what I mean, in terms of, like, art quality, like, looked like a sketch, but everything else was live action. There was one sort of episode of that show where Roy didn't sleep enough. Like, he was sort of unable to sleep. And so he just, like, developed schizophrenia. And it's like, I know that's a real thing that happens. You know, I know that sleep deprivation psychosis is, like, an actual thing you have to worry about. But, man, as a kid, that scared the shit out of me. Also, possibly one of the dumbest boss drops, considering that the Rat Covenant's right here. You give me a rat tail to join the Covenant that, like most of the other Covenant items, you sort of have to search for. Whereas the rat one, it's like, yeah, right in front of you. We Estus when we drop to this level. This is the something clutch ring, isn't it? No, it's a bleedstone. Because the one in the item in the fella down there, not in that fella, in this fella, this is the clutch ring. I think it's the dark clutch ring. No, it's the Ash Knuckle ring, which is petrification resistance, I believe. Petrification resistance. There we go. Oh, even if I wanted to, I can't. Okay. I was gonna say I might cheat and swap out for a faster weapon, but I don't have. I should have bought a rapier just for this one reason. This area, I'm glad I only have to do it once. I think one of the biggest reasons as to why I hate it so much is because I can never remember the order that they come out in, and you're like constantly just looking around, which console sensitivity obviously is kind of slow, but like that's just kind of what you get with playing with a controller. This is another area where I die a lot because I refuse to learn the actual way down, like the sort of speedrun route or whatever you call it. You know, no, not the actual way down, because there's only really one way down, but you know, I mean, like I always just jump over the ladders, and half the time it ends up with me jumping over this entire structure here and just dying because of it. This is a token of spite, I believe, which is what you need to get into the Blood Covenant. Now I come to a conundrum. And okay, I tell you what. Yeah, okay. Just to make it fair, I'm gonna pick the worst longsword that I have. I can never remember what's this way. Okay, we don't go that way. I'm fine going this way. Oh, nearly missed. The only thing that I would be worried about is the exploding guys. Like, one of the main things in this game that you have to be wary of is you need to be able to one-shot them if you're facing them. Right, if you're coming up against those guys that just go boom, then you need to be able to one-shot them, especially in places where gravity or, you know, like where gravity is an issue, or where there's multiple of them. And I think that, oh, you bastard. Not very fun, is it? Do you guys come down here? Oh, you do. Hello. I don't want to, like, the thing is, with this, especially with this challenge, yeah, but just, like, in general, I would rather take the damage and, like, I know I have enough life gems to heal through the damage. I don't, like, I can't life gem through dying to gravity. I can life gem through being punched. You know what I mean? As long as it's not fatal, right? That's kind of sketchy. Please get me out of here before the dog comes. I was gonna make an XL bully joke, obviously. Low-hanging fruit. And then I remembered that when I opened my emails to check for any response from the plant people, that I'm gonna say little girl because I'm a fully grown adult, and any girl that is, you know, younger, I would consider to be a little girl because compared to me, they are small. You know what I mean? I normally don't come this way. I don't like it here. I'm scared. Yeah, some girl got, like, literally mauled in the news by one of those, so... Accurate, but kind of mean to say. What the fuck is that doing here? What? Hello? Well, I mean, free poison cure, I guess. Where the fuck am I? Like, genuinely, where the fuck am I? Can I go through here? Can I go through, like, here? Yeah, okay. Oh, this is just, like, straight at the end. Okay. I guess I never noticed this being here because, like... I normally just come down this way. This is where I started the last video, I believe. So I probably only have a couple hours. There's probably only 1 or 2 more videos left in this before I win. Man, that's so much damage. I see why I died to these guys. Jesus fuck. Like, for being hollows? Jeez. Man, that would have been so much harder with a halberd. I fully admit that. I know I'm kind of cheating, but cry about it. Yeah, I mean, I just think that I like the idea of the torch. I don't like the sort of the forced one hand. I know that it's a balancing thing aside from the advantages compared to disadvantages of having the torch compared to an actual weapon, or just like two-handing, having a shield, something like that. Those differences are just not enough to warrant holding the torch. You get that fucking goofy ass animation again. Can't wait to deal with that in the dragon area all the fucking time. The only real threat that these poison fellas can cause is by forcing us, staggering us, and doing exactly that. That might be a... Thankfully we're not poisoned. If we were poisoned, that would have been death. Thankfully there's no branch requirement here. And I'm going to go and level up. Because I'm not scared of the rotten. Please. We get it, you have feet. I get it. I know. I do too. Um, right, okay, so boop, boop, boop. Ah, we still fucking can't. Okay, I'll sink another level into fucking endurance, I guess. I say not a fair test. Yeah, normally I would go up to 30 normally. 1, 2, 3, and we can now do something after that third attack, which is good. Just wait for the stamina to regen, and, you know, not that it takes any time at all, considering we have that ring. We might even manage to sever his arm this time, considering we are using a slashy weapon. Both of his arms come off, not permanently. Can regen them, but normally you either deal too much damage to him and just kill him beforehand, which we might do, or I use like strike or poke weapons. Thrust weapons is the poke weapons. I hate that grab attack. Why did that deal so little damage? And why did that deal so much? Since where did we do that much damage? A bit worried about the fire here. Like, I would guess what's happening is that we're like, the way that the hitbox is working is where we would hit his body with the sweet spot. It's just that because we're hitting like the arm accidentally with the handle, essentially, that was too close anyway. Yeah, I think we're sort of winning. Let's be honest. It's the Rotten. What more is there to say? And this is maybe an ascetic. I don't think it is. Is it? Is it a bone shard or is it an ascetic? It's another bone shard. I mean, the thing is, an ascetic is a bone shard. Like, we could just go through and do the highest tower just repeatedly. We don't have enough to upgrade. And you're useless, as always. Take me up to 30 here, and then we'll start dumping into strength. No, you're not worth that much. Oh, we have a shitload. Okay. Probably just another... I mean, it's probably going to be 1, maybe 2, just about. I didn't really... No, it's going to be 2, definitely. Maybe even 3. I think the Vanguard is pretty worthless, yeah. 6k is... Like, you find that laying around. Oh, we might even get 4 or 5. No, I think 3 or 4, definitely. We're definitely going to get 3, maybe 4. Yeah. So we'll start going into strength afterwards. We should... no, we won't. But we'll get enough. We'll get enough life gems.
Thanks.
We're not going to max out, but we're also not going to ever run out. And then our only option is to do this first. And then we'll go to Nazca. But, as you can tell, the video is almost over. And I will go and piss and check some other stuff. And then be straight back. I will not move from this one location.